everybody, welcome to Brown Girl's Hair. Today I'm going to show you how to do this hairstyle right here.
Make your straight line going across. Just try to make it as even as you can, using her ears as kind of your guide. It's like right at the middle of her ear, the initial line. And then you can start going with whichever side you want. I think I'm going to start with the left side. So with the left side of her hair, I'm going to keep connecting from the straight line that I created, the straight part, and I'm just going to go along the edge of her hair and part straight up. And as you go, you can straighten the part, and you can make this as thick as you want, but the thicker you make it, you know, the closer to the center of her head, the thicker your cornrow is going to be. I want mine to be fairly thin. You can kind of take the hair and pull it like this. See how much hair you have there, and you can kind of estimate how thick the cornrow is going to be. So I think I want it a little thicker, so I'm going to go outside and pull a little more hair in. Okay, we'll be done in just a minute. Pull a little more hair in, and we're going to continue that process all the way around. You see here when I pull her hair, see how there's a lot of hair there? I know I don't want that much hair, so that's my guide to say, okay, I need to make this a little more narrower by dividing that hair up a little bit more. So this is how I determine how my cornrows are going to be, if they're going to be even or not. It's just all guesstimation. Okay. You kind of straighten it out. As you see, it's not straight. I like to use a sharp end comb like this, or you can use the rat tail, but I really like the ones with the metal on the end, because they make it so much easier to get your part very precise. So I do like to part with this type of comb. Okay, so I'm going to continue around, all the way around to the front. Just kind of guess. You might not get it perfect the first time, but it's just a matter of separating the hair. See, this is where she likes to play and pull on her ends, that bad habit that she has. The reason why I cornrow a lot, because when her hair isn't cornrow, that's what she does. She'll sit and just pull her hair around the end. That's why a lot of the videos you see it cornrow, and also for her, it helps to keep her hairstyle neat. So we have this side done, so I'm going to go and do the same thing to the other side. And I'll show you that. I'm starting my cornrow. Need 3 pieces of hair, so you separate 1, 2, and 3. And I'll have a cornrow tutorial video coming up soon, but you start with 3 pieces. And what I'm using right now as a moisturizer is a shea butter and oil mixture that I made myself. I'm actually testing it this year on her hair before I recommend it. So that's why I don't list it as a product that I use at this time, because I like to be sure that what I'm using is working well for us. And so far this is. I love it on my hair, and it does really well on hers also. Sorry. So I'm cornrowing and adding product as I go. And this is the same way I would use any other moisturizer, whether it's just for me or whatever kind of, if you prefer to use grease. I do it the same way, placing them out on my hand and add it to her hair as I go. That way I know every strand is being moisturized. And because what I'm using now is pure shea butter, it melts with the heat of the temperature. The warmer it is, it melts. That's what I'm trying to say. So as you see, I'm going around. Starting from the rear. And at this point, I'm going to kind of, her hair that goes kind of down to the side of her face, I already know I want a piece of that out of the picture because I'm going to use it for the other side. So as I go, I'm just taking this piece and leaving it out. We're going to continue around, all the way around to the front. As you can see, that piece is just sitting there. If you need to part it off before you braid or begin your cornrow, just part it off. Yes.
They said that touchdowns was going to end on March 31, and they're going to have touch cats.
So as I got around to the front of her head, I stopped. And what I'm going to do now, I did place a part here in the center. And what I'm going to do now is, you see I've separated from the original part that we made. I'm going to continue here because I want my braid to cross over here. So I'm going to continue, make another kind of slanted part going here. I'm going to bring this around. And remember where I told you that little section on the other side, right above the ear? This is that hair here. I have a clamp on it. It's the same for this side. I just put a clamp on this side. So if you needed to do that for the other side, you could. But anyway, what we did, remember, we started the part, and we're making an additional part up here that's going to eventually connect to what we already have right here on the side. So I'm going to kind of as you can see, turn your head to the side so you can see what I've done. This is the first one. Continued from the front and the center to make a second one. And it connects to what we already have over here. Okay? So, this is where I stopped originally braiding around. So I'm going to take this piece and start back up. Grab my 3 pieces there. And connect them to this part I just made. Not the one in the front, but the second one. Connect it to this hair. Keep coming around. Sorry. Just keep coming around, adding a little more moisturizer. And the reason her hair on the ends seems a little shorter, because she still has that bad habit of playing with her ends if they're not cornrowed. That's why you see in a lot of the videos, as I said before, her hair is cornrowed because of that. Now this is the piece that we separated. We're going to connect to this. Still going in our cornrow. Okay, I'm sorry. And we're just going to bring it on down. And this is what's going to hang on the side. Can you hold your head up a little bit, please? Okay. So we're going down the side right here. Gotta get me a little bit more shea butter. And I'll be sure to give you more information on this shea butter mixture that I've concocted. It's really an extension of my bath beauty, actually Beauty and Beyond line, which is called Kissy Girl, Kissegirl. Product line that I'm working on, or that I've had for a while. Natural products. Some are mostly natural and some are all natural. But you'll get more information on that really soon, I'm sure. So we're going to continue this on down and finish it. Now we have our first side complete from the back. Hold your head up all the way around to the front. And remember, we came around this way on the side. So now we're going to start with the second one. We're going to do the same thing, except this time we're going to come around this way. We're going to cross over what we have here and connect this hair in the front. So I'm going to do that now. Now I've gotten pretty much to where our first cornrow is, and I'm going to keep going over the top of it to connect the hair I already have out here in front. So you just keep going as if it's not even there. You're crossing over it. And you're going to come around and come across the front. Let me change my angle here. Now this is where we're going to stop here, stop in the front at the center, and create another part that's going to come down and connect to our hair that we left out on this side. Okay? So I'm going to stop that there, and start my part from here to the side. And then once I complete this, make this part even, then we're just going to come down and braid that little piece of hair we left down there. Come straight down, and that'll be the end of it. Okay, so I'm starting back where I left off over here, and coming around, and I'm gonna cross over just like we did before, act like that braid isn't there, and connect to the hair that we just parted out. And try to keep it as neat as you can. I'm not the best braider, cornrow, or whatever you want to call it, but I do alright. I do enough to know that the job is done. But I know that there are plenty out there that are much better than me. I don't claim to be the best, but I'm good enough. Alright, so coming on down. Coming on down.
Ow.
Sorry. So we're getting over here to the little piece we left to the side. And I'm grabbing it to come down in front of her ear. I have no idea how this hairstyle is going to come out because this is my first time doing it. Okay, so now I'm continuing on to complete cornrow on down to the side. So as we finish this, just continue all the way down to the end. Most beads, well not most, some beads that you purchase come with this utensil here. And this is what's used to put the beads on. I'm going to put beads on each end of her two cornrows. And it has this big hole in it. I don't even know the proper name of this tool. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to call it, what should we call it? Beady thingy. But anyway, this is what you use to apply beads on to the end of any type of braid. So I'm going to gather up the beads that I'm going to use and then show you how this works. She has these pink and white and red clear beads that she wants to use because it's Valentine's Day this week. So I just took a handful of them and I'm placing them, stringing them along this utensil, the beady thingy, in any order. I'm not caring how they go on here at this point, but I am trying to get at least a combination of all the little colors that she wants. So beading them on here. I guess this is enough. Okay, so when you get how many ever you want to put on, it'll be the same amount for both sides. You have your hole here. See it? You're going to take the hair and thread it through the hole. As such. See the hair through the hole, and then you're just gonna push the beads up onto the hair. Just pull the hair through like that. That's it. And I usually take my last bead, separate it from all the other ones, and just push it up where those are hold. Pull this one all the way down as far as I want. I usually don't take it down to the end of her hair because her hair is so long. So I'm just going to take it down a little ways, maybe to her armpit. Did I take it off? Yes. Put this last bead on here. I'm putting the last bead on there. And I'm going to come like, I guess about right here. And I use a rubber band to hold it in place. So I got this last bead down here at the end, and I just took her hair and looped it around it wherever I want it to end. And I'm going to take the rubber band, and that's what's going to hold this bead in place. Keep the beads from falling off. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have used a real small rubber band. On this side, we're going to do the same thing with the beads. We put 11 on the other side, so we're going to put 11 on this side. Thread them through, push them up in there, take the one at the end, and try to make both sides even here. And I'm putting the rubber band on it just like we did the one before. You got anything you want to say?
Yes, I wanted to say that if you want to do this style, you have to keep tuning in with us. And if you try to, do this style any type of way, then all you have to do is look on, what site is it? browngirlshair.com. And now it finally has an S. So don't forget the S this time, because there are many brown girls that have tuned in and wanted to see the video. Anything you have to say about this, Mommy?
No, we'll just go ahead and continue with finishing it up, finishing the bun up.
Yes, and if you must know this, if you forgot in any way, make sure your child has brought in their Valentine's. I'm just saying, make sure, because if they forgot in any type of way, you should remind them. That's my reminder to you. So, bye-bye and have fun.
So now we're going to complete our sock bun. We've already done our cornrows, braids, whatever you want to call them. Those have been completed. So now it's time to basically take all her hair and pull it into one big ponytail, okay? I do have a video where I show you how to make the sock bun on your own, and I'll post the link to that video to show you how to make this yourself. But you can buy this at any beauty supply store, something similar, and you can get whatever size that you want the bun to be. So we're going to put sock bun through her ponytail that we've already made. You already know how to make a simple, easy ponytail. Once you get the bun on, you're going to take hair and spread it out around the bun. And try to make it as even as possible. Spread it out around like this. Hold your head back like I had it, please. Right there. Spread it out as even as you can. And then once you get it fairly even on all sides, you want to comb the hair around it as such.
The bun is in my hair.
Yes, on there. So we're putting this around evenly. As such. Once you have the hair positioned out like you want it, I like to put a little oil in there because that's like the hair on the inside. So this is a good time to oil it so it can be nice and shiny. And this nicely moisturized. You want to take a ponytail holder as such, and that's what's going to hold the bun in place. I usually like to use one that's already been used a few times that can be twisted on here twice. one that's already kind of stretched real good, because I know it's going to hold it good. Pull that over the bun. It should be good and tight. And then the extra hair we have, I'm going to take it and neatly and nicely bring it around my bun. When I'm done, it's going to kind of look like a circle of weave because of the length of her hair. But I love the look.
I don't.
And I also have a picture of another one that we did, just a straight bun without the cornrows. But what I'm doing is I'm twisting the hair as I go around. And I want to twist it evenly, so I'm kind of taking my time and twisting it all the way around. And when I've completed it and gotten all of her hair completely twisted around the bun, then the next step is I tucked it under because I don't want two twists around there, just one. And I'm going to use some bobby pins to make sure her hair holds. I'm just going to put, so I'm finishing up by putting the bobby pins all the way around to make sure the hair holds up under. Now these are my final touches. I just kind of brush her hair around up to make sure it's all perfectly in place. And then I usually like to take a little oil and put it around the front. So for my finishing touches, I'm adding my shea butter around the edges. And then I'm going to take a toothbrush. This is a toothbrush that I use specifically to do this. And I'm going around and just brushing her little scattered, what we call them growing up baby hairs. Just brushing those around. And that's it. Turn around. Alright. Tell everybody bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching.
And I hope you have a very nice Valentine's.
Bye. Please subscribe.